Hello guys, it's your boy Sweaty Socks. This is officially my first video of what I would like to call Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to test out this, let's see here, Kamehameha team. So I have the AGL LR Gohan as a lead, which is both boosting Kamehameha category by 130% HP plus key 3 plus 3% and attack and defense plus 70%. And the reason why this Gogeta right here is involved is because he is a Super AGL, which the Gohan actually boosts Super AGL by 120%. And I have this Gogeta and this Gohan in here because for one, he's a great. They're both great Kamehameha units, and two, they are probably the best Link buddies they have, considering that they both are technically from movie heroes. And plus, having the Gogeta is just a nice full heal, and I'm obviously a Gogeta fanboy, so naturally I'd go for the one that I enjoy. So enough of that. Let's get straight into the video. We are now going to test out this team against Legends Goku Event. Let us find a good old Kamehameha category Gohan. Maybe 100%, maybe? Oh, found one. All right. Now let's jump into it. So, this team has the two Fusion Bros, the LR Gogeta and LR Vegito anniversary characters. Has the blue Gogeta, which is just a great link buddy for the STR Gogeta. I mean, look at that. It's pretty great linkage. So, I'll have him go up front. And let's see. Let's have him go there. And just not to make too big a difference, I'll do that. So the only character at the moment I believe is going to be Gogeta getting the super attack off, but that's fine because I believe he raises his defense, which is absolutely fantastic. But if it was a defense buff, it'd be way better. But defensively, they're not suffering too badly. From what I know from my experience with the Go Bros, is that they are guaranteed an additional of some sort. Not guaranteed a super attack, but like you're guaranteed to get an additional of some sort. And that's absolutely fantastic when it comes to this team because additionals is absolutely what we want, considering that we have quite, we have like around, let's see, 3 units on our team that are not exactly the best unless they transform. But after that, they pretty much buff themselves really nicely because Gogeta and Vegito, they buff themselves far better during the more time that has passed in the event, which is why they do so well in this event of the Legend Goku's event. Granted, some people out there that use them, they can't really use them to their fullest potential due to the fact that they aren't really either getting the best linkage or they are not really just not having the best team form on. So if you're ever going to use them, I would suggest using them on a Final Trump card team where they would be the leader, one of the two, because they both boost each other by 150 if they're Final Trump card or Potaro or Fusion, depending on which one you choose. And it's a great thing, truly, because you don't really lose anything if you use one or the other. They pretty much buff the entire team the same way that the other would. And if you were to ever create a team with them, I would suggest using one of those two as the leader, or just put him on Kamehameha team because Kamehameha is quite good. I mean, this guy doesn't have any dupes in him. He's 55%. The Fizz Vegeta, the Fizz Gogeta, and he's already putting up numbers that big, which is very nice in my opinion. This one, I believe, has a dupe or two in him, and he just does damage in general. Plus, he has like a medium chance of dodge, but it's not very likely that he dodges. All right, got your boy Vegito transforming. I think we also get a Gogeta transformation here, maybe if we're lucky. We do. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Now this should be interesting because these two together, they're absolute monsters. And Their active abilities are just beautiful, in my opinion. But if you're ever to use an active ability, I would suggest Gogeta's, because if you put him in the back all the way over here and activate his ability, it gives him a chance to dodge, and I believe guarantees him to get a super attack additional. Whereas with Vegito, it just does supreme damage wherever he is. But like the great thing about this Vegito is that whenever he super attacks, he's guaranteed a additional super attack every time, like guaranteed. And I find it quite amazing on how he can do that much damage to a blue unit, especially on this event, considering how bulky the Goku is. All right. I'm actually going to rotate that off and put him there, because these two together are probably the best Link buddies I got. I'll add that red down here, which will leave. Yeah, let's do that. Health wise, we're not really suffering. And plus, we have pretty good defense, especially with the Gohan, because he boosts his defense after he transforms and in his normal state. The problem is, though, he raises his defense constantly whenever he's not transformed, but whenever he's transformed, it's only once per turn. You can't stack it, which is why I prefer the base form of Gohan. Not base form, sorry. Just the straight up Super Saiyan form, because he can stack his defense constantly until like he just takes no damage, even if he has type disadvantage, which in my opinion is just fantastic. I believe this is mine right here, and he doesn't have any dupe, so like that's very rare for him to get an additional, but like he's doing it today, so that's very nice of him. And so far, we're not really suffering from too much health loss. The only time I ever really lost any kind of health is whenever he super attacked. And we're getting the blue Gogeta transformation. Oh man, it's still such a great unit. They did a super attack right. I'm just saying. All right, these two are definitely going to be together no matter what. Because then we have, let's see, 6 out of the 8 links he has. Oh wow, you have 7 out of the 8. Oh Jesus, and you have 6 out of the 8. Wait, hold up. Do you get more links? No, you don't. Okay, cool. Just make sure. All right, that would probably be an ultra super attack. This Gogeta, it doesn't matter what you do to him, man. He's pretty much guaranteed to get an ultra super attack, which is absolutely fantastic. That move I might call with a blue Gogeta orb choice, but you know it happens. And we're seeing right here that he is doing a super attack, which he's now guaranteed to get an additional super attack, which is absolutely fantastic. So for my setup right now, just change topics. I have it to where I am connected on this app called Visor, I believe is the name. It's for it's an extension on a Chromebook, and I was lucky enough to be able to install it onto my school Chromebook, so I can give you this at least some content of some sort. And it's cheap, by the way. You don't have to pay anything for it. And along with the recording system, I had to download that somewhere else, I believe. I don't remember the name exact, but like it's what I'm using to record this video. And this is not going to be permanent setup. It is temporary because Christmas is coming around the corner, and your boy kind of got a Christmas list of his that he's kind of ready to get to his parents and stuff like that. Okay, I just realized why it's so slow. God. So I accidentally pressed the button to where it does 2 times speed or 1 time speed, and I actually pressed it last rotation. So yeah, it's pretty slow. Is there a way to where I can get? Yes. Okay, cool. And we're back to normal. All right. Sorry about that. So we are getting the Ultra Super Attack out of the Gohan and Goten here. What's great about these guys is I believe they've raised their attack. I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty confident they raise their attack each time they do a super attack of some sort, which is absolutely fantastic because at first, because mine doesn't have any dupes, they only have super attack level 5 because your boy kind of be struggling with materials. And see, here's what I'm talking about. So with the active ability here for Gogeta, you always want it to be set over here. So that whenever he does it, it doesn't do supreme damage, but like does damage. And then you can put him immediately up front to where he can dodge and do super attacks constantly. With Vegito, it don't really matter because he's just going to do damage. So I'm going to use it on him here because it won't really matter against the last part of Master Ultra Instinct Goku because he's just a defensive monster. And I'm just telling you, man, the Master Ultra Instinct, the hardest part of this entire level, in my opinion, is the STR sign Ultra Instinct Goku because he does insane damage no matter what you do. You can activate a Whis, and he will end up doing tons of damage. And I hate that. But like at the same time, I love it because it gives me a challenge considering that I have characters that can actually tank stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah, the problem with this team, I'm now realizing the linkage. Linkage is very important for this team. If it doesn't get any, then it's not gonna really do much. But that it's whatever. It happens. Win some, you lose some. What's more, this team's an experiment of mine that I figured would be pretty fun to do. So if I end up losing, it's fine because once more, it's an experiment. So what else is there? The Gogeta Blue, as you already know, the AGL one. He pretty much is guaranteed to crit each and every attack he does not matter what happens. He's guaranteed to crit. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. The additional super attack. It's absolutely beautiful because I believe he gains attack after one of his super attacks. So if he gets additional super attack, it does just as much more, if not even better damage. So who has the higher defense here? That would be Gogeta, considering he has a dupe in him. Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention, most of my LRs that I have in here, I've gotten from a single summon. I'm not even joking. You know the Fizz Super Saiyan 2 duo with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the Majin Buu Saga one? Yeah, I got that guy from a single summon. It is absolute bonkers. The same goes for, I believe, either Vegito, I think. Yeah, for Vegito. Because I got him on a single summon, and it was just funny. But whenever I first started the game, which was all the way back in June, because that's whenever I first bought my phone, and when I first started, as soon as I logged in, the best thing, okay, before I even get to that, the best thing about Global is that you gain all the gifts that you would have gotten even if you were logged in. So I end up basically starting the game with like a total of like 80, maybe 100 or so Dragon Stones because all the events that went on whenever I wasn't playing until I started. So most of the characters that I have in here, I basically started off with the Kamehameha team because that's the first LR I've ever gotten, which is the Gohan. And he's very dear to my heart because he's the first actually character that got me really interested in here. I started way back when, but like I didn't really have the setup back then to really get into it, and my phone broke, so I ended up losing all my data and stuff. So this was a big deal to me to be able to get back into my roots of just Dokkan Battle. And what made this phone made it even better is that Legends had come out around 3 years ago whenever I first got this phone. This is 2020 at the moment, and Legends is just a fun thing, but like it can be really rage because some of the people that play the game, their connection is so god awful that you just end up raging because like they're here 1 second, but then they just vanish and like they attack you out of another area. It can be dumb here and there, but like the characters are just so much fun to use because I have Jurin. I have the entire. Let's see, what was the name? I have Jurin, Topo, Dispo, and Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. The first character out of all those 4 characters that I got is Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. And he's absolutely fantastic because he can absolutely solo a team on the Rush limited battles. On the Rush battles, you know what I'm talking about, where you can get Rush battle tickets. Yeah, he can pretty much solo an entire team where there's like 3 people, 3 CPUs against you at like level 4,000, 5,000. And he can just strip solo them. And I find that hilarious considering how dumb he is. I mean, look at this. Enough about Legends. He took 107 damage. That's how nuts that Gogeta is, man. He after a while, like he does not care about type. Like he does not care about the typing, man. He just does damage or just takes no damage. I absolutely love it. By the way, sorry if there's a few animations that are glitching or buffering here and there and just switching into a different animation. Once more, it's a school Chromebook, so like it's expected to not be the best. Sorry about that. I have a total of 15 minutes for each clip because I did not subscribe to the premium version of the Screencast-Matic app extension that I was talking before that I was recording with. So each clip I have to do is a total of 15 minutes. Sorry about that. Now, where was I? Lost my train of thought. Anyways, so let's see. So whenever, because currently the LR Super Saiyan 2 Tech Gohan from the BoJack movies out, and like the double SSR banner is like it's nuts. It absolutely proved me wrong on how you can actually get an SSR out of a single summon just like that. Because that's the first thing I got from that single summon. When our first summon on there was a single summon, I got an SSR buff Trunks. I don't refer to him as Super Trunks because I find buff Trunks to be more comical or comedic. And I did it again, and I end up getting the Fizz version of the buff Trunks because the first one was STR. Then I got the Fizz version. It was like, what are the chances? Then I did another one, and I got the Tech Future Trunks with the Vegeta armor. That is a very good support for the Intelligence Future Gohan that transforms into the Super Gohan. Those two work really well together. I haven't really used them yet, but from what I've seen, like they work really well together. We're taking super attack to the face. How much damage? 2. No. Thankfully, Gohan is just a defensive monster against every type, especially against STR. So we shouldn't be taking any damage here. Yeah, just double digit. So let's see here. We should probably be fine. I don't. I forgot to change the items. All right. So you know what? We're doing a new challenge. Can we get through this without using any items? Probably not. If not, then I will come straight back to this event after this current recording, and I will continue to what happens next. Dear Lord, oh no, don't even get don't feel despair just yet. You're look at this. You're doing damage. You can do it. You got this. Look at this. Oh, he dodged it. Ah, oh, darn. By the way, if you hear a bit of cursing here and there, I'm sorry, but like it's just who I am, and if like I curse here and there, it's not meant to be anything. Like it's mainly means because like I'm upset about something or it's for comedic purposes. And sorry about that clip there. It was speeding up because it was running a bit behind from the actual like phone. And all right, so enough about that. I'm going to change topics now. For one thing, I hope I don't. Oh, I'm dead. I died. All right, so here in a sec, I will be back to the same. All right, we are back, and I have my items. I popped a Princess Snake just now for the defense, and I do not remember what I was talking before because it took me a little bit to get back here, but I managed to get back to UI Sign. And yeah, we're just pretty much going to pick up where we left off before. Now, I'm just going to talk about the AGL LR Gohan. One thing he is so great about is, I already mentioned it, he stacks his defense if he does not transform. Now, some of you may be wondering on why I did not bring the LR Cell, the one that gets a free full heal whenever your health is 30% or less. And the reason why is because the only link he's ever getting out of anybody on a Kamehameha team is Fierce Battle. And I personally don't want a unit that's only there for another unit just to get a transformation. I would rather have a team that is able to link well and just do good damage while also maybe buffing each other or buffing themselves, which is a good prime example of Super Saiyan, the Super Saiyan AGL LR Gohan. And that's part of the reason why I didn't even bring an Android unit, is because he stacks his defense like by a ton. Like he keeps stacking no matter what you do, and he just becomes a defensive monster. Like this team right here, this rotation, I guarantee you this UI is not gonna like do any damage to us. Maybe against Go Bros, but other than that, I don't think you'd be doing any damage. I'm just gonna pop Whis here because I don't want to die, because then I have to restart the entire thing all over again. Like I'm just not wanting to do that. So during this, I end up activating the active ability of the LR Go Bros. Not even thinking about it, I just did just get rid of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku because I wanted to get back here as soon as possible. And that was a stupid thing on my part because I could have featured it in this recording, but it happens. And Gogeta here, once more, he does crits no matter what he does. Like no matter what you do, he's going to end up critting, and which is great against this unit because it's just great in this event in general because like crits are absolutely necessary when it comes to this stuff. And plus, he has a medium chance of dodging pretty much everything, which is fantastic. But sometimes here and there, he just does not pull through, which it happens, but you get through it. It happens here and there. Should I activate? I don't really want to, because it's not going to do anything against the Master GY Goku because he's intelligence and tech and intelligence. They just not good. Not a very good mixture. It's like water and oil. Anyways, here's him getting his active ability off. I'm pretty sure I did it the last recording before we were so rudely interrupted by this UI sign Goku. But yeah, here in a sec, I will show you the LR Gogeta active ability whenever we go to Master GY. Depending on if I think we may be able to do it. So enough about that. The reason why they're doing so much damage now is because as time progresses, they end up buffing themselves and each other at the same time. And hence to why Vegeta Blue is very good because as he buffs himself, because he's a slow starter, but after transforms, like he ends up doing tons of damage. And Gogeta, he's just a damage dealing monster. Like he does not care about like type advantage, type disadvantage. He is just there to do damage and he will get the job done. I mean, look at that. Gohan is about to obliterate this man into the Shadow Realm. By the way, I don't know if I ever said this, but I'm sorry if the quality on your end is terrible or just like glitchy and like just bad. I'm sorry about that, but I promise you later on in the future, I will get a setup that is, well, for one thing, tons better than what you are seeing right now. I am guaranteeing you this. I'm giving you my fully fledged promise that somewhere around 2021, there will be a better setup, better than this. I promise you that. Of course, that comes to finding a job because I got terminated from McDonald's, which is where I originally worked. And I'm not going to give you much information about it because I feel like the people that fired me have the right to the privacy and stuff, along with myself. But I will tell you, I got terminated because I did not show up for 3 days because I thought I was suspended, which apparently I wasn't, which is dumb. But, I blame the manager mostly because he or she, I will not say the gender of the person. I blame them for it because they're the reason why I even was gone for 3 days because it was just a toxic environment. Like at the end of the day, tons of jobs out there for me to apply for, whether it be fast food or not, and probably have better pay for sure. But yeah, until I get a job and I make enough money, this setup's going to be here for a little bit. But it's not going to be like forever. It's just a temporary setup, something that I can at least use to get content of some sort out there to you for you to watch. Now, on to the YouTubers who do this kind of content. D-Free. Let's see, D-Free, Nanogenics, and Rhymestyle. 3, in my opinion, of probably the best. Well, Jay Fanta for sure for free to play, but if we're talking about just both free to play and pay to play, we're going with like D-Free, which is just a whale of a Dokkan player, because every unit he has for the most part is Rainbow, which is just nuts. But Nanogenics and D-Free, I'm probably not going to be able to do the kind of content that they do, but like what I mean by that is like I can never truly like be similar to them. I cannot make content that is the same kind of content that they make. And what I mean by that is like I can never like match up to them truly. because like they started from like the bottom all the way up, like since Dokkan started, all the way to like right now. And I just started like during 2020, like 5 years this game has been around, and like I started like as a newbie, and like I have, in my opinion, no right to even claim myself as one of the best until I have played this game long enough to fully experience the despair and the joy in this game. But you know, there's always that little dream of mine where like, okay, I'm able to post content now. I could finally potentially be on equal leveling to some of the big guys out there, such as Nanogenics and D Free or Rhyme Style. But you know, until then, I'm not going to be able to do so until I level my characters and I make enough money to put you more content that's better, both quality wise and content wise for you guys. I say guys, but like I only have 2 subscribers, but like for the viewers, just you guys out there, until I make enough money, I guarantee you I will make a better setup for this to where you can actually enjoy it. But enough about that. That was a bit depressing. Let's go to something a little better. We are about to see the active ability of the Gogeta. So, like I mentioned before, you always want him to be on the last rotation, at the very end of this rotation, because he gets evasion buff, so he can evade lots of attacks. It feels like it, and he just gets tons of additionals and has a high chance of the additionals being super attacks. No, that he's such a cool unit, man. Such a Gogeta fanboy, and just seeing him is just fantastic. It just warms my heart so much, man. I love it. They just did these units right, and like they deserve to be made this way. They did these units right. Now we're about to see. Look at this, 4.6 million. Jeez. So what you're probably about to see is him just going off. Like, look at that. He took away 2 health bars on this event, which is pretty tough to do. But like this Gogeta, he's just nuts. Like, look at this. He just soloed this man because he felt like it. This is the power of the LR Go Bros. I'm just saying, not the LR Go Bros. Sorry, the LR Gogeta. This is why, in my opinion, he will always be the superior fusion, especially now since he is confirmed to be canon. Thankfully. By the way, if you haven't seen the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, I highly recommend it. It is absolutely stunningly beautiful. The graphics, the animation, stunning. And just the fact that Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's in the movie just makes it a 10 out of 10 for me. I would dare say even a 12 out of 10. Because they did this movie right. Not only that, they did 2 things in one. They made both Gogeta and Broly canon in one movie. Not only that, it flows perfectly well with what the franchise already has. And like it's incredible, in my opinion, on how they did that movie. I know that movie was made like a few years ago, but like it's still such a great movie, man. And I'm just excited for future content that that Dragon Ball is gonna produce for us. For one thing, maybe continue out the Dragon Ball Super series into the Moro arc, which I have read a little bit. I've read some of the manga chapters of the Moro arc on Dragon Ball Super manga, and I gotta tell you, it's a thrill ride. I find it a bit random here and there, but for the most part, it's a fun concept, and like it's just great to see Master GY. Spoiler, by the way, to see Master GY in the manga once again. God, why are you loading so long? Hello. All right. So this is going to take a little bit. I will be back with everything loaded out to see how much time it took for me to finish. All right. Sorry about that. We are back, and our total time was 24 minutes and 20 seconds, 0.6 milliseconds. Now, this team, I am telling you right now, it is not the best Kamehameha team that you can create, but I just made this Kamehameha team for fun, just for content purposes, and I did similar to what Nanogenics would usually do. for example, if he has like a certain category, he will bring units that he thinks, oh, like he'll bring units that he thinks are both fun and just common sense to have on the team just for content. And like, it's something that I'm inspired to try to do, is just create teams that are both fun and just make sense. And win or lose on an event, I will. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, depending on the team I use, as long as I have fun doing it and like, we learn from it and like, okay, this team's not the best. We can like switch out a few characters here and there. Like for the Kamehameha category, you don't really need the cell in order for the Gohan to be good, so you can just take him off of there and replace him with an even better unit that would link really well with both all the characters there and just Gohan. Which is what I tried to do with this team, is just not include Cell, because I find the regular Super Saiyan form of the LR AGL Gohan to be better, because he can stack his defense constantly, which is absolutely perfect for this kind of event. So yeah, that's all I have for today for you guys. There will be future content, hopefully a bit better quality than this, and I'll catch you guys later. Whoever's watching this, please subscribe. You know that little red button down there below the video? Yeah, click that subscribe, press the bell icon, like the video. And if I didn't say enough, smash that bell icon. I know it's very generic for you three to say, but it happens. And for future content, just press the bell icon, and I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a great day. And I know that sounds like a teacher thing to say, but it's what I got for now. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.